911, what's your emergency?
Oh, well, there's some guy been checking the place out. Oh. Well, he went in the back. I have an apartment in the back, and he said he was looking for a guy. And he comes to my door, and said he's looking for an apartment. So I live alone, and I'm an old lady. Mm-hmm. Where is he now, ma'am? I have no idea.
Disturbing 911 calls that will give you nightmares. From a toddler shooting his mother to a man slitting his own throat. These calls will give you chills. It is common for us to hear news of suicides and murders. It doesn't affect us that badly through the news. But have you ever listened to the victims making frantic calls to the police, begging for help? That is something that one won't be able to forget for the rest of their life. Number 1. The murder of a mother by a toddler. On August 11, 2021, a mother of 2, 21-year-old Shamea Lin, was shot to death by her toddler. The mother was said to be on a Zoom meeting, where she was suddenly shot in her head. In disbelief and horror, the people at the meeting called the police. When Shamea's boyfriend, Veendra Avery, reached the house, he frantically called 911. The police consultant told him to give Shamea CPR, while the police were on the way. During the call, the boyfriend seemed to be in a state of panic and fear, not understanding what had happened.
I literally just got home, and I come in the room, my girlfriend, she was working on the computer, and she just laid back.
When the paramedics arrived, they declared Shamea dead, and the 2 children were left without a mother. After thorough investigation, it was found that the pistol she was shot with belonged to Veendra, who left it unattended, knowing that there were children in the house. His carelessness made a young person lose her life, and such a thing could have been easily avoided. 22-year-old Veendra is now facing charges of manslaughter and negligence to store a pistol safely.
Come on, man, hurry, please. I don't know what happened, I just walked in the house, I just came through the door.
Number 2. The Englehardt family horror. On April 17, 2009, Amanda Englehardt made a 911 call, informing the police that her whole family had been stabbed. She spoke with a quavering voice and explained to the police that 3 family members were dead, and the other 3 were severely injured. When asked about the details, she kept repeating that it was a long story, as if she couldn't explain the horror at that moment, or as if she was scared of something. After a while, a guy took the phone who kept repeating, "I am so cold, I am going to die today." The man seemed severely injured and tried to explain something about being stabbed by Amanda's sister. Nothing seemed to make sense, and the call ended as soon as the police arrived at their door.
911, where do you need assistance?
I need an ambulance or 2 or somebody just come quick to
what address?
1035 North Bluebonnet.
Okay, 1035 North Bluebonnet, hop in the face?
A lot of blood loss. It's North.
Okay, who's hurt?
My mom and my sister and my boyfriend.
What happened?
It's kind of a long story, and I just need somebody to get here quick, please.
Do not hang up with me. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am, I need you to calm down, okay? Tell me exactly what happened. Ma'am?
What do you...
I need you to tell me exactly what happened, okay?
Hello?
Hello, what's happening over there?
It already happened.
What's happening?
Hello?
Hello? What is your name, sir?
I'm losing I'm really woozy.
Well, who's the girl? Can you put her back on the line?
Laura tried to stab me.
Who tried to stab you?
He took the knife from me.
Okay.
And she stabbed me in the arm.
Hold on a second, all right?
I fought for the knife. He took the knife from me.
Who stabbed you, sir? Sir, who stabbed you?
Hello?
Who stabbed him?
My sister did.
Where is your sister now?
I don't know. I think
Where is she, ma'am?
she's on the floor.
She's on the floor. How did she end up on the floor? Okay, ma'am, I need you to take a deep breath. Tell me exactly how she ended up on the floor. Okay, ma'am, what is your name?
Her name is Amanda Englehardt.
That's the girl's name I was just talking to?
Yes.
What's your name?
My name is DeAndre Howard.
What happened? Amanda Englehardt, a 21-year-old woman, got into a fight with her fiancé, DeAndre Howard, just a day before the murders. She took her 8-month-old baby with her and moved to her mother's house. To her horror, when she woke up, she saw her fiancé standing beside her bed with a huge knife in his hand. Her 18-year-old sister, Laura, woke up from the noise, and in trying to get the knife away from him, she stabbed him in the arm. As soon as Andre got a hold of the knife again, he stabbed Laura multiple times. With all the nuisance, as her family came to stop him, he stabbed each one of them. Only her mother survived the wounds, and the rest of the people, including Amanda's father, sister, and maternal grandmother, were declared dead. And this is how in one night, their whole world was turned upside down. Number 3. Toddler's body hidden inside the walls. A restaurant owner called 911 on January 9, 2017, to report his missing daughter. Liang Zhao moved to the United States with his wife, Ming Chen, and 2 daughters. Zhao needed help to find his daughter, Ashley Zhao, who he could not find. As the police asked when was the last time he saw his daughter, his response was strange. He said in a confused tone,
I can't find my daughter.
Okay, how old is she?
5. She just turned 5. Jojo, stop it.
Okay, and you're at Ames?
Thanks, yeah.
When's the last time you seen her?
This afternoon, probably.
Around what time?
3, maybe 4.
So you haven't seen her in 5 hours?
You saw her at 5?
His wife, Chen, could also be heard during the call, but she sounded rather loud. According to the details he provided, the family had not seen the toddler for 5 hours. Despite the claims being mind-boggling, Zhao did not change his stance. He claimed,
Okay, and you haven't seen her in 5 hours?
About, yeah. I mean, she was there sleeping. I mean, you know.
Where was she sleeping at, in the restaurant?
Yeah. She was sleeping there, and I picked up my older daughter from school. We all saw her sleeping there. So, and, you know, we went to work, and, you know, we let her sleep.
Zhao nevertheless appeared to think before speaking. How could a child who slept in her parents' vicinity, safe and sound, disappear suddenly? The father said,
and we got busy, and then after it got busy, you know, we started cleaning up, and then, you know, we opened the door, and she's not here.
The problem was their claim could not be verified because there were no security cameras at the site. When listening to the calls, you can tell that something is wrong from his frequent pauses. Several times, he was adamant that foul play could not be involved. While answering the questions, Zhao was told that the police had already been dispatched to his restaurant who would be at his location very soon. In no time at all, the mask behind the sudden disappearance emerged when the police reached the restaurant. They could no longer stick to their staged 911 call, and hence they had to reveal all the chilling details about murdering their own daughter. Having made the fake cry call, the parents had hidden their dead daughter in the restaurant walls. The 5-year-old Ashley had already been dead for 12 hours. She had been repeatedly punched in the head by her mother, Ming Chen. According to reports, Chen was frustrated by the heavy workload and did not tolerate her baby crying during peak hours. Even though the father did not cause the injuries, he was convicted and sentenced to 12 years in prison. He was regarded as a failed father. Chen, meanwhile, pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter, among other charges. She is facing 22 years in prison. Here is the rest of the chilling 911 call.
Okay, and so was there any suspicious people that came in at all? Do you think she could have woke up and ran out somewhere?
I have no idea. I mean, she was sleeping in the back. It's kind of hard to say when she was...
None of your employees had seen her?
There's only 2 of us, just myself and my wife. There's nobody else in the restaurant. There's only 3 people in the restaurant.
When you guys left, who was there with you? Like, who was there with your daughter when you guys left to go get your other kids from school?
My wife. I go pick her up myself. My wife is here in the restaurant. But when we came back, she's here. Like, my wife is here. The restaurant's open. The restaurant's always open. I usually open up. I drop my daughter off. I'm sorry. I drop my daughter off at school in the morning, and then we come here to open up.
Well, right now, though, like, when you left, you said you, your wife, and your daughter left to go pick up your daughter from school?
No, I didn't say that. I said my wife is here all the time.
Okay, and your wife hasn't seen her either since around 4 or 5 o'clock?
Okay. I think you... Okay, when we picked... I'm sorry. When I meant was myself, okay? When I went to pick up my daughter, when we came back, myself and my daughter, not my wife. My wife was here the whole time. When we came back...
So your wife hasn't seen her since around the 4 or 5 o'clock either?
Yes. I mean, 我们回到要看医生病啊. She says she's not sure before we got busy. Usually we get these around 4 or 5 o'clock. That's the best time we can, like...
That's right. What's your daughter's name?
Ashley.
Okay. All right, my officer's outside if you want to go and meet my officer at the door, okay?
He's here right now?
Yeah, he's already outside.
In the front or the back?
He should be in the front.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
That's all we had for you today. Let us know which murder gave you chills. It's a daunting world out there. Keep your children safe.